I don't like being sat over here.
I love it.
You're in the hot seat now.
It's my seat over there. I don't like change.
Change is a good thing.
Oh, shush.
Maybe.
Growth comes from change.
Optimism. Perspective.
A wise woman has that tattooed on her.
Oh, well, yada, yada, yada.
Anyways.
All right. So we're bringing you a bonus episode of season 1 where we thought it would be quite nice to reflect on all these episodes that we've had, and it would be nice for us to actually answer all of... Are you all right?
Sorry.
Over there.
Yeah.
It would be nice for us to answer all of the questions that our guests left after each episode.
Yeah, but there's some bloody good ones.
There are some bloody good ones.
Yeah, but I've actually forgotten what question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 was. So this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Putting us on the spot.
Yeah. We're gonna have to stop a minute.
Why?
Episode 9.
Yeah.
Obviously, this potentially needed to happen after episode 10.
But we won't answer episode 10, the
9.
10 question.
No, 9.
9.
Because Al's leaving a question for me, remember?
Yes. That's all right. So you're going to answer it twice, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
No, you answer it.
All right, then. Yeah, I'll say, obviously, you've already answered this question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're playing
But then how do we... What about question
We just
10?
say it doesn't matter.
Okay. Maybe we start
Unless
all
you know
over
your
again.
question. It's
No,
all
I
right. The
don't
first bit
yet,
was
to
good.
be fair.
All right, there we are
What
then.
my question is. Really had enough time to prep for it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start again.
All right, then.
Should we scrap all that?
Yeah.
All right.
Take
Okay.
2.
We are bringing you a bonus episode for season 1. We finished season 1, flipping heck, 10 episodes.
Crazy.
And we thought it'd be quite nice to answer all of the questions that each guest left at the end of each episode, that we would answer them ourselves.
Yeah, there's quite a few as well, because it became a bit of a theme midway through the season to leave 2 questions.
Rather than one.
Rather than the one. We had a serious one, a deep one, and a funny one. Yeah.
So we've got a special guest, my childhood best friend that I've known for flipping heck, 25 years. She's like a bad smell. I can't get rid of it. 26 years,
Actually,
yeah.
we're old now, yeah. 26 years.
And she's going to be the narrator. She's going to ask us the questions.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Don't tip that microphone.
Don't mess it up. Okay.
Make sure you speak directly into it. Danielle,
Direct,
producer.
Guys,
in.
I am a professional actor. I've spoken in.
That's you told.
That is me told you.
Okay, so question 1 is from Ffion and Gwen. So for Ffion and Gwen, what 3 pieces of advice would you give your younger self?
Flip it. It's quite hard, isn't it?
It is.
Put
When
on
you
the
actually
spot.
get put on the spot,
I
would tell my younger self quite a lot, actually.
Well, she needs to strap
Right.
in because my younger self needs to be told a lot.
Number 1 would be stop caring so much about what others think about you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 would be it's never as bad as it seems.
Oh.
Just zoom out a little bit. Try not to look at things as reactively, if that makes sense. Come back to me for number 3. You got any?
All right. So number 1 is the most important thing is having self-belief.
That was going to be my number 3.
Honestly, I just don't know how we're just best friends.
I'm like, did we just become best friends?
Yep. Yeah, I think that is the strongest thing that you can have. Second thing is flipping heck. God, this is quite hard.
It's really quite tricky, actually.
Okay.
And we actually made this question.
We did. We chose this question. I think never give up on yourself. You'll face many setbacks. You'll, face many different opinions, or people may think you're not good enough or you're not capable of something. But yeah, never giving up. I think it comes back to that self-belief. Never giving up on yourself. The third thing is appreciate what you've got.
Nice. That's good. What you appreciate.
Thank you. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And my third one was self-belief. And don't underestimate the value of believing in yourself, because it manifests good things.
It
It does.
It does. It does. It does. Next question,
Well, I'm
please.
glad you're on the same page.
Literally, we are actually on that.
So, going over to question 2. Ooh, okay. What does happiness feel like to you, from Ellie Boatman?
My dog. No, I'm not even joking, guys. Like, if I think of happiness, I just think of Marley.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I look forward to. If you haven't got a dog, go and get one. Go and get one. Go and rescue one from the centres. Honestly, all I think about is going home to her. I'm like, after a hard day, I'm like, get me home to Marley. Sorry, Jack, you're not the priority. Get me home to the dog. Yeah, I just love the fucking dog so much.
I know you do.
Yeah, literally, she's the dream. And yeah, she's my happiness, can't I? She's
Nice.
always happy to see me.
Yeah.
Loves me no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds a lot like me, Ffion.
oh, you're funny, yeah, true. Just like, she's just what I need.
Yeah.
I want another one. Not another
Jack.
one.
She wants another one.
He's sending me memes all the time and
gosh,
reels
it's only a
and
matter of time.
TikToks of saying, get your dog another dog.
Yeah.
Get your dog
a
a
best
dog.
friend.
I know.
That is such a trend at the moment.
It
Isn't
is.
Yeah.
So if any of you want to put in a word,
What, to a dog owner?
I'd
or
love
something?
another Bernese mountain dog.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or a
God.
spaniel.
Or anything.
Or anything with fluffy fur.
Yeah. What's happiness feel like to me?
Oh God,
Feel is
you're gonna give
interesting.
you're gonna give a big deep
No, but
thing.
like-
Compared to mine, be like, yes.
If I had to describe like what, if doing something made me happy, it would be like waking up in the morning and like going and sitting outside and just like sitting in the sun and maybe listening to like some of my favorite songs, reading a book, basically being in control of like the morning. That's what makes me happy.
If we're talking about feelings,
Yeah.
I get happiness from doing something for somebody else. So that is my
Yes.
like that's where I get happiness from and satisfaction. Like
Yeah.
I just love going the extra mile for someone or being thoughtful or doing something for someone and someone's reaction to it. That's where I get happiness from, other than the dog.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree with that. I was gonna, in true Gwen's fashion, I've just forgotten. Oh yeah, having like good, meaningful conversations as well. I think that makes me really happy.
You do love that.
I love it. Like, and I think that's one of the things that I've actually really enjoyed the most from the podcast is that for like 2 hours every week, we just sit and have like an actual meaningful conversation. And you actually connect with someone in a way that is pretty rare these days with like social media and just everyone's so distracted and like flitting between things.
I was just about to say that, like, I think that is nice because, no distractions. You're not bringing your phone up.
No.
There's nothing in the outside world where someone's getting an external factor is preventing anything. Like, it's literally just true conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You're just like connecting with people again, isn't it? And it's
Connected
so
by
easy.
Vodafone, actually.
There we go. Sorry.
We are connected by
Connected
Vodafone.
by
I'm learning,
Vodafone.
guys. I'm learning. But yeah, well, thank you. That was great. Let's go on to question
You're very
3.
welcome, Kate.
You can come again.
I'll give you my rates, okay? Okay, so who is your role model and why? That's our serious question.
Yeah. If that's the serious question, the other ones were serious too.
Oh, God.
I've always struggled with this question really because there's not exactly been one specific person in my life that I would say is like my role model. I look at different people, whether that be family, celebrities, teammates, whatever, and I just sort of like look at them for the one or two factors of their personality that I think that's something I aspire to be. And I think I just kind of like piece it together to create this, like, I guess my future self, if that like what the person I'm trying to become is a role model because it's what I'm shooting for, you know? Yeah.
Like, I'm the same. Like, I've never been, I don't know the correct way to describe this is, like, I've never been like amazed by like celebrities or like what's the word I'm looking for, like
Idolized, is it?
yeah, or like
yeah, you've never been like, oh my God, I wish I was there.
or
I
like,
want to be like that.
or seeing them. I've never been like overwhelmed with wanting a photograph or an autograph from people. Like, I've never,
I would like to say same, but then I met James Smith and Chris Williamson and I was like, can I have a picture, please?
and I don't mean that in a weird way. I just haven't had that connection with someone else. And I think I've had so much going on that I've never thought outside that space.
Yeah.
And this is gonna sound weird, but like now me actually I think my role model is me, to be honest.
Yes.
'Cause,
Yeah, I love that.
like, and I don't think I've ever would have said that before, but this year's been so overwhelming and reflecting, and like I've gone through this whole acceptance thing where like I'm like, shit, yeah, go on, girl.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in any I don't mean that at all. I'm just
No, it doesn't
like,
come across like that.
I hope it doesn't, because I don't
No.
mean it like that. But I just feel like if I was younger, my younger self, and looking at me now, I would want, and this is exactly what I'm trying to achieve in life, is that I would want to be like, shit, I want to be like her because of X, Y, and Z. Like, there's hope in that sense, you know? So it feels weird saying that out loud, that I'm at a stage where I actually feel like, yeah, no, I'm my own role model, because, yeah, through tough times, it's only been me where it's had to be me to get me through those things. Like, maybe that's why I've had this thing where I haven't been fazed by other people, because my whole life has just been focusing on having to focus on myself. Yeah. And now when I come out the other side, I'm more like, now, yeah, shit, girl, go on.
You got this.
You've got this. Yeah. And like, you're trying to pave the way for
the younger version of yourself.
Yeah. So
that's a very good answer.
Thank you.
You're my role model.
Oh, shut up, Gwen.
Well, no, I wish I was lying, but I'm not.
Also, Ffion, you have lied, because you were really excited to meet the Chuckle Brothers, and we did ask for a photo with them as well.
She's actually not, and Gareth Gates.
Okay.
Do you remember that I was a part of his fan club?
Yeah, I like
I'm sorry, I don't lie, but she is right. We were Chuckle Brother fans. We used to go and see stick on earrings.
I was going to say with the stick on earrings. Oh my god.
No, we went every year to the Chuckle Brothers, and you didn't like Gareth Gates, you liked Will Young, didn't you?
I liked Will Young.
See, this is the rivalry we had, because I loved Gareth and she loved Will.
Oh, wow.
And then we'd make dances to the songs. It was
probably TikTok was about back then.
Do you know what I mean? We would have been mega stars by now.
We should give this little cameo, I think.
Anyway,
do you remember it? Sundown.
And then
do you remember the party people when we'd click our earrings?
Yeah,
party people getting ready.
Anyway, moving on to the there's also a fun question here. So what is your favourite Muller corner yogurt?
Toffee Loops.
Ooh.
Which apparently they maybe don't actually do anymore.
Oh.
Which would be very sad, but if that's not the case, then Toffee Hoops.
All right, I'm going to be a bit greedy, right? Because I do like to. I do think they offer a variety of selection. So
variety of selection.
Sorry, a variety of selection.
A good selection.
All right, whatever. You get my gist, all right? We know I've got issues with speaking and stuff. So we've discussed this.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I actually found your Christmas present earlier, and it's around dyslexia.
Brilliant. We're doing Christmas presents now, are we?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. I just get happiness from doing nice things for people.
Yes, to be fair, I can't lie. I do have a note on my phone with your name under it, but I'm not going to get to it. I nearly deleted it. Well, we're not going to get to that. You would have had your Christmas present by the time this episode comes out. Anyway, we're going off track. When I go to my grandparents' house, my grandma always has these in the fridge, and she has a variety of selection. Chocolate digestive balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
No. I was like, yeah.
So I always have that. My Gramps is fuming because it's his favourite and I always steal it. Or if not, I just like a cherry one. A cherry or a strawberry.
Soggy.
Soggy?
It is.
Bloody lovely.
It's not. It's like,
no, it's delicious.
We've talked about this, textures.
So I'm telling you now, right, if you brought me a digestive balls, strawberry or a cherry, I'm happy.
I've actually got some with digestive balls in the fridge at home.
Oh, do you want to tell the world why? Oh,
no.
I thought not. Let's move on. What's yours then?
What?
What's your favourite Muller corner yogurt?
I don't eat Muller corner. I'm one of those.
Where do you come from? Remember your roots, good girl.
I just ask the questions. I'm boring. I'm boring. So let's turn the next page. Okay, so what one thing in the world could you not live without? From Anna and Tony.
Right, Kate, what do you think why you could not live without is the question?
Oh, it's an easy answer, really. Could they also sponsor the podcast?
That would be elite. Any brand.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
I have ketchup on every goddamn meal.
But not just a little bit either. You used to like
Excessive
half
amounts.
the plate.
It's
would
funny.
Be ketchup.
When I used to stay in Kate's house when I was a kid, I used to, in the mornings before we go to school, we'd have cheese on toast on our plastic plates.
Yeah.
And I'd have the whole bottle on my plate. And your dad would go mental, like, Lewis, because he used to call me Lewis. Because Kate's sister's also called Ffion, just for context. Lewis, this is ridiculous. You got the ketchup you waste on this plate.
Yeah, you're going to eat all that? No.
Do you know what I used to have on Sunday dinners?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
grim.
stop.
That's
No,
too much.
Kate's mother is the reason why I stopped putting on Sunday dinners, because
Yeah.
I had
Thank
such...
you, Kate's mother.
She gave me such... Like, that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous,
And then
yeah.
she scared me so much. Never had it again.
Some kind of trauma response.
Yeah. Coffee.
Yeah, easy answer for you, really, isn't it?
But it's weird. It's not because like caffeine. It's because I just love everything about coffee. I love making coffee. The last couple of days, the first sip of coffee that I've had, I've just been like, oh my God, this is outstanding.
I just can't get... I just don't get it.
I actually love it. Like, I can't even describe.
The smell, the taste, it's disgusting. Like, I'm the person you
You're
don't
gonna
want to
make
go to a
me
coffee shop. I'm the person you don't want to go to a coffee shop because
Yeah.
I am your chocolate milkshake pancake type of gal. I'm not your, eggy avocado flat white girl.
You're actually the opposite of me
It's
then.
complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Opposites
It's all right.
attract.
Here we are, Gwen. Here we are.
Just put a bit of ketchup in the coffee for you and you'll be fine.
Oh,
you'll love it then.
Stop it.
And the fun question, what is your top tier biscuit? You've kind of maybe covered it.
Have I?
Was it the...
Digestive.
That's a yogurt cake.
Oh,
Come on
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. Oh,
You
God.
stick to the questions, go girl.
It really depends.
On the mood.
The mood. Am I dipping it in tea? That is a big factor.
So, I don't know if you remember... no, I don't know if you remember this. But my gran used to have M&S. They're like buttermilk biscuits. They're like in a star shape. Oh, my God. They just melt in your mouth. They're unreal. Like, that is my childhood to a T. Because I'd go to my gran's house, go to a biscuit tin, and they'd always be in there.
Yeah.
Delicious. Like, I do love a custard cream. And I do love a digestive. I do love it, but to be honest, I love all biscuit. You offer me one, I ain't saying no.
Yeah, you ain't saying
You know
no.
what I mean?
I like a Biscoff biscuit. I know it's like more recent and it's not very traditional, but
You do you, babe.
look, I just love Biscoff.
A Lebanese or whatever that's called.
Yeah, one of
Lebanese.
them.
Love them.
And I do also like shortbread.
I love shortbread.
Like
I love
you get a
shortbread.
good tin of shortbread,
Do I
and
also
you
like
are, especially around Christmas time. My dad's always got loads of shortbread.
Yeah, there's
in it.
always a
There's
selection tin
al-
of shortbread.
There's always.
Do you know the Fox's rounds?
Fox's
biscuits? Delicious.
With the jam in the middle.
No,
Oh,
they're like,
yeah, they're nice.
I know
Those are banging.
Viennese you're on about.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop
I'm on
it.
about Fox's rounds. They're covered in chocolate and they're in a circle. And they've got
Yeah.
a tiny little circle in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm with
Divine.
I just
Look,
love
I didn't
biscuits.
like biscuits till I got with Jack. 5 years deep now, guys. I'm a biscuinator now.
Biscuinator.
Biscuinator. He
Jack.
is he devours them.
Yeah,
Takes down a pack of custard creams. I'm lucky to have one. The goddamn guy nicks them all. But I have to have biscuits in the house because
Yeah.
he comes home from work,
Eats
smashes
biscuits.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Who wants to then eats them too?
You put them in the
Ffion-
top cupboard, you can't reach them then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair. I get on the step then. No, I'd step on the step and then get on.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
But I feel like you don't get the full, you don't have tea or
No,
coffee,
I don't
so you
drink
don't
tea.
get the full experience of the
I'm not
biscuit.
bothered. I don't want the full
fairs.
experience.
Oh, she's missing
Well,
out on so
do you know what I
much.
mean?
It's
so
too
much to
hot.
learn.
Do you know my issue is?
Too hot. You just wait for it to cool.
The tea is too... People, Jack, again, he's
It's like
getting
saying ice cream's too cold.
Well, it is, yeah. No, the people you can't trust is the people that put, this is you, water in
Yeah.
the cup and then they drink it straight away.
I-
It's
Yeah.
like, it burns
I'm
my
a bit
mouth
like that.
off.
I'll
Yeah.
drink like as soon as I get served a coffee in a coffee shop, I'll drink it, and everyone's like,
Jack
"Is that
orders
not
it-
hot?"
Jack orders
Yeah.
extra hot. I mean, what do you mean extra
It cools
hot?
down
Yeah,
fast.
it does.
It doesn't taste as good.
I drink green tea occasionally and then it has to sit there for probably about half an hour.
Green tea is different though because you haven't got milk in it.
I don't care,
So
it's
then
still
it's
hot.
right. All right.
And
Moving,
it's like
moving swiftly on.
yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to be going around in circles.
Yes. Right, okay. So, what is your favourite animal?
I like turtles.
A Bernedoodle, which is a Bernese mountain dog cross with a poodle, and her name is Marley.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, externally outside of my dog, because dogs are
yeah,
life.
they're the best.
They probably don't need to be in their own category.
Do you know what? I just love animals.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
I like.
I like elephants.
Yeah.
Oh, they're nice.
I'd love to go to a sanctuary and look after them.
Yeah.
At some stage
Should
of
go
my life.
safari one time.
I'd love to go on a
go
safari. That
safari.
is the dream.
Say how it is on soul.
Yeah. Vodafone.
Yeah. If you're listening.
Yeah.
I genuinely do like turtles. Like I
Go
think
one on
they're
your own,
well,
didn't you?
yeah, one with that. Yeah, I think they're my favourite sea animal. I like, what do I like on the land?
Not men.
I like a puma.
Oh.
It's a bit raw, but they're very cool.
Do you know
very
what I
slick.
like? A tapir. They are cute. Give me a little scratch. I used to watch the animal park and they'd all be cutching with little tapirs. Cute.
Long nose one.
I think so.
Is it? When it's,
Yeah.
Okay.
Even like,
Hippo.
I just love watching.
Love hippos. Rhino. Rhinos. I love a rhino.
This is really
The whole arc
escalating. I really enjoy watching Planet Earth.
David
with
Attenborough.
David Attenborough. And here we have...
That's impressions too.
We have the lesser spotted duck in its natural habitat.
That's class. Okay, let's
and I
move
also
on.
like Birds of Prey
all
as
right,
well.
we've got the whole
We've gone through the
chain
whole.
here.
But anyway, I like tunnels.
Oh my god.
Okay, so guys, what is your best trait and why?
Do you want to go first or shall I? I'll go. So
We've just got so many, Fee.
thank
How
you.
do we pick one?
I think like my passion. So like my passion for things I'm passionate about, or passion for people that I really care about. Obviously, I would say my say it out is mentality, but I do think like I just love my people and I really care about them, and I think that passion bubble is something that I'm really proud of.
Yes, I agree.
And also my say it out is.
Yeah. Yeah. But it also crosses over, I think, those two traits.
Yes, it does. I love telling people. I will openly tell them when they're pissing me off, but I also love telling them when I think they're amazing or they're doing something well, or just reassuring them that I'm always here or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's because I like it's nice to receive that in return, so I like to treat people how I'd like
How
to be
you'd like
treated
to be
too,
treated,
you know?
100%,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's why.
Put out what you want back.
Mm.
Yeah. I think mine is my curiosity.
Oh.
And like my want to learn things. Because I think it's made me... Can I say ADHD? Is that a personality trait?
Go for it. Yes, it is.
now.
But no, I mean
It is.
like the way I could, like I just like immerse myself in things and like I learn everything about it, and then I feel like
You're quite open-minded, really,
yeah,
aren't you?
and I think knowledge is power. So it's like I like know I've got that on top of my
Articulate
bed,
Gwen.
but I just like knowing things. I like listening to podcasts. I like reading books, and I like to be able to like if someone's talking about something to have like a background knowledge on it, and I'm like just really curious about things.
It's funny because when our producer was getting to know us through these episodes, she was like, it's funny really because Gwen, Ffion, you're the expressive one, you're the emotional expressive one, and Gwen, you're so articulate, you're so wise, you're so, and give Gwen this whole like wisdom speech, and how we've actually described what our best traits are is literally
Very
for
similar.
an example of what
I just
she's
want
like,
to
we
say a
are.
story that happened in the summer. We were at Lowry's wedding, and Jack had a bit too much to drink, and
Shock.
I sat him down and I said, "Look, Jack, Ffion is bloody amazing. You need to appreciate her for how good she is, and you need to tell her."
Hope
And he
you're
turned
listening,
around
Jack.
and he said to me, "Well, he was there." So he did hear it. He turned around and said, "You're so wise." And ever since, it's been an inside joke. Gwen, you're so wise.
So all these
wise.
episodes, I think I say it on every single one. And I turn to, I'm
so
like,
wise.
you're so wise, Gwen.
Right, yeah, Jack said that too.
Oh god.
All right. So, how have you dealt with your setbacks?
Oh, hell.
Oh, how long have you got? I think perspective is a big
read my
one.
mind.
Perspective. Again, we've spoken about it so much. Controlling what you can control, making the most of the position you're in. And Gwen laugh because I'm always like, no, I say you can
Neither
either
wallow in
yes,
self-pity.
that speech, but it's true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I think it has really changed how I view things. There's always a positive to a negative situation, and yeah, how you respond to scenarios and setbacks is the biggest thing. So
Yeah, I think finding silver linings in everything, like it comes a lot from, it all starts with perspective and being able to like take a step back and stop and be like, what are the actual facts, and try not to look at something like so closely that you just get caught up and consumed in it. But being able to find silver linings and understand that when one door closes, another one opens, but only if you look for it. So like, for example, the last year of injuries, like I've been able to do so much, like so many things that I would never have had the chance to do had I been fully fit. And it just makes you think, like, maybe not. I'm not going to say everything happens for a reason, but
It does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it allows you to actually understand that there's more to life than whatever the one thing is that you put in all your eggs in one basket. Like, it allows you to, you know, be able to actually do a bit more and enjoy other things and like focus your energy into different places, which ultimately, especially for like athletes like us, like our careers are limited time and there's life after it and there's life during it as well. I think that's probably one of the biggest things, is to learn to not wish away time, because I could wish and wait for February or March when I'm playing again.
Yeah,
but
that's the biggest thing.
There's an entire year that we would have wasted. But
because you're on a time, you think you're on a
it.
timeline, but
Yeah.
I think being more present, to be like,
Yeah.
like Jesus, I'm 7.5 months supposed to op for my first op today.
Yeah.
Today,
Oh, happy
7.5 Thank you very
months.
much.
Does that mean I'm 8 months?
Yeah, 8 months today. Yeah.
Oh, happy 8 month anniversary.
But it's crazy. Where the hell has that time gone?
Yeah.
And I don't think we've wished it away, but I think when you
no.
get, there's so much going on and you're so distracted by everything that's going on that moments like today, when it's our anniversary of our knees, we're like, oh my gosh, where's that time gone?
Yeah.
And I'm now, originally I was like counting down the months to whatever my timeline of being back fit was, for example, but now I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just living in whatever I'm presented with
Day by day,
each
baby.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, Gwen, I've only just met you today, but you both, just from listening, you're both very much like a cup half full. And I really admire that about both of you, because I feel like I'm a bit more half empty. So just like being around you and seeing how you like tackle things and challenges, and obviously career affecting like everything. Yeah, I think it's really inspiring.
Thanks, babes.
Do you remember on episode 1 when I said it's a lens that you can choose to see the world through? It's like that. I think that's like...
That's your next tattoo, I think.
I think so, yeah. Just lens. Or a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
But it is like you can literally just choose to view things as an opportunity or as a setback, and it's just whichever way you choose to see it, really.
Yeah, and I think society and social media also makes us, sometimes forces us to try and see it more negatively, but it's how you take a step back and you go, no, actually, I'm going to look at it this way, like you said. So
Agreed.
Really nice. Okay, so also, what is the most embarrassing moment that has ever happened to you?
Oh, there's been a few.
I actually don't know. I can't think.
Mine, first one that springs to mind is probably when I was like 9, maybe 10, and I was sat in assembly, and I thought, oh no, I need to fart, and then I just thought I should be a little one. And I kid you not, it was the loudest fart that I've ever done in my entire life. And there was literally 200 of us sat, and I was literally in the middle of the group. I just couldn't live it down.
School,
I couldn't live it down.
Not comfortable, I suppose, are they?
Well, I don't know what, but I just remember being like,
Was it quiet as well?
no, it was like,
No, was it assembly?
oh yeah, dead quiet. Also, my mother was there 'cause she was a teacher in my school. Just like, Mum,
That's my girl.
that was me.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea.
No?
Can you remember anything?
Thing is, with you, I think that
Drunkenly.
if anything happens, you just like fucking own it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think that's the first time I said the F word on this podcast.
No, you saw last week as well.
Did I say? Oh, yeah, fair.
First time though.
Probably like drunkenly, I'm trying to think, but I can't think of anything really bad.
When we first got drunk and that's I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm owning that completely.
He loves me for who I am.
You have to give context now.
Basically, when we were in Dubai, we went out one night, and Ffion had some drinks, as did we all, and she was walking back to the hotel, going, I love my boyfriend. I can't wait to see him. He loves me for who I am.
I don't know where this love's come from. I get home and you're like, oh, you're annoying. I'm joking.
Where's Molly?
Yeah. Maybe the first time we got. Well, this wasn't really embarrassing. For you, it was embarrassing.
Oh, it was, yeah.
You were in the hedge.
Yeah.
Story time.
Oh, we were like 13.
Oh, wait. Well, don't say the age
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
When we first got drunk.
18 of age.
In our youth.
Back in the
We
day.
hit 18 and we were done. We lived it
Whereas
young.
I only
Oh,
just
we were-
began.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, we rinsed
you
it.
have no.
Yeah.
You
Literally.
Well, the three of us is me, you and Evangeline, wasn't it? Evangeline's having a chat on this podcast.
Yeah, we basically got quite...
Was it three? Oh no, it was four of us, but she went Megan or Moody, I think. No,
was it?
Evangeline. It was three of us. It was three of us.
Basically, we got very inebriated.
It was Russian vodka.
And I was in the middle of this bridge and on the floor, and this
You were in the
guy...
forest.
I don't know who the guys we were. Oh, anyway.
Well, we
there
can't
was
probably say on the podcast who they are.
Okay, yeah. So they were like, oh, Kate, get out of the way for this woman to pass. And I looked up and it was my dog and my mother staring down.
No.
But she didn't know that I was quite, So I was walking home just trying not to stumble. And she was like, what's going on? And I literally, they put me to bed and I just projectile vomited down the wall. And my dad was in the living room under and he went, yeah, that's spew, that is.
And I was also just as bad as her, but one of the boys that we were with, pulled me, it was literally hiding me into a hedge, trying so Alfred didn't see me pissed as well, and then get me in trouble too. So I can remember being army combat, in between the trees, can't get caught.
We lived by a forest, just for things.
Yeah,
so we were rolling about.
We always, that's where we hung out as kids. And I was getting my nails done the next day. I was getting
Oh yeah?
yeah, it was I was a bridesmaid. I was hung over.
I was going to say.
I was spewing, well, obviously on the way home from there, I was spewing everywhere. I'd spew all down me. And I can remember going home and my parents you're drunk, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. And I had a good spew all over me. And then when I went to get my nails done, my family in the nail parlour, and they were external family, were are you hungover? I was like, no, I'm not doing such thing. I don't drink.
Also,
I'm underage.
It was neat vodka. It
wasn't
Russian
vodka. We launched over the hedge, didn't we?
Yeah, it was. Anyway, this is also an advertisement for not drinking underage, guys. Okay.
Hey, everyone's been there. We all do.
Yeah,
we live and learn.
Okay, so what is the greatest lesson you've ever learned?
Gosh, strong that is.
That 90% of the things you worry about only ever happen in your head. Yeah, that's it.
I may need some musical intros. I think this year especially, I've been on my own a lot, and it's okay. I've always struggled with being by myself. It's more an insecurity thing, really. I've always needed a company to feel secure and safe. And this year, throughout my rehab and loads of stuff, I've been obviously had 3 operations. I've been all in my own thoughts and being by myself. But I've learned it's okay.
Being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely.
Yes, and it's and I've tried to flip it with and now I quite enjoy my own company, and I don't fear it.
Learn yourself. You learn a lot about yourself when you spend time with yourself.
And I don't fear it anymore.
Yes.
I quite enjoy now being by myself.
But that's so
a huge thing for me. It's something I've really, really struggled with, and now I've learned that it's okay.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, because it's that thing, you are the only person who will go through everything.
Yes.
Is it? I think you mentioned it in a podcast.
I did, yeah. You were the only person who's there from the minute you're born to the minute you die.
You've said it all. You're just speaking.
She's so wise.
She's so wise. All right. So, who would play you in a movie and why?
Right. She's gonna actually ruin our friendship if I don't give her the limelight she deserves. So, my girlfriend, friend Kate here. In case anyone's listening that needs an actor, I'm going to give her a little plug. She's an actor, so if you want her,
Actress.
voiceover.
Thank you.
We're in an open world now, guys. Voiceovers, adverts, movies, you need her. She's right here, right?
Thank you.
So, you've been here my entire life.
Yeah.
You knows me better.
Yeah, it's so true.
Well, to be actually saying that, she didn't know what car I had earlier. She was in the car park. Where are you? Don't know what car's you literally stood right there. I'm right in front of you.
Anyway, thank you for that.
I'd say I'd have to pick Kate, to be fair.
Thank you. Right answer. Thanks, Ffion.
No worries.
I don't know. I don't know who would play me. Anyone got any help?
Hmm.
My mum would say Angelina Jolie.
Of course. Margot Robbie.
It's not someone I would pick, to be
No,
fair.
but that's what my mum would say.
I'm thinking of someone that's high energy and...
Okay. I'm not very good at Cameron Diaz.
There we
No,
go.
what was with Al Cal did that last week.
Yeah, but I every film she's ever been in is just epic.
Am I thinking of the wrong person?
You must be
Who is she then?
Cameron
Who
Diaz.
is she?
Let
Have you
me
seen that?
let me try and
Oh
think.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen
Let me
that.
try and think.
It's alright, we can do this after the break. If you like.
Do you know? I just don't know. I'm not good at.
I feel like I'm not giving her the
I'm not
thing
good
she
at
deserves.
actresses.
I'm
No,
going
I'm
to
not
say Florence
either.
Pugh.
Right.
She's a strong one. Florence
Who's that?
Pugh.
All right, there we are then.
Just,
who's that?
I don't know if I can explain it now. I'll show you a photo later and see if
Well,
you...
I'll take it. Yeah.
There we
And
go.
if anyone wants to
She's
play
top
me,
of the
then
game. at
Who's
the
the
moment.
one? Who's the funny one? Oh, she's funny. She's not Fat Amy. She's similar to her. She's really funny. She's in loads of films.
Like... What?
Oh, she's in Identity Thief.
maybe Miranda Hart could play me.
That's quite relevant, to be fair. I was trying to give you another funny one.
Miranda.
Miranda, there you go.
Miranda's
Miranda.
pretty funny.
Okay, and so what's your worst habit? We've done...
Oh, my swearing.
Yeah, it's quite
That's
bad.
I'm owning it, and I'm really sorry for the season 1. I'll work on it for season 2. But my swearing.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Okay, I was just trying to be a bit comfortable.
No, I know.
Yeah, I just got potty mouth, and I really can't help it.
I think
Guys.
mine is my lack of ability to focus. Like if or actually more specifically, if I walk into a room.
I've got one for you.
Have you? If I walk into a room literally with a purpose, and I get to the room and I'm like, what was I here for? And then I walk out into another
That's
room
really
and I
just
see
do that.
and then I'm like, oh my gosh, the dishes haven't been done. And then I start doing that, and then 45 minutes later I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I went into the room for.
I was just giving you your worst habit, which also is mine.
Interrupting.
Yes, as I just did to you.
Yeah.
So I think it's an ADHD thing where
100%.
we can't, we brains.
Like, I'm going to forget it, so I need to
She's
say
just
it
done
now.
She's just said it.
Sorry,
so
what?
when we're
What?
and after episode 1, I said to you, didn't I? I said, Gwen, you got to work on this because I'm speaking and you're not letting me finish. I'm saying exactly what you're saying,
But I just
you're
want to
finishing
finish
my
your sentences.
It's literally like it's something. It's apparently an ADHD
It
trait,
is.
isn't it? Where
It
you
is.
can't, you need to say it. You interrupt what they're saying because you like need to finish. What
It's 90% of the time it's because I think I'm going to forget it, and then I'm
I just
like,
can't.
"Oh,
I just can't
Yeah.
stop it.
can't
It
control
just
it.
comes
Yeah.
out like
yeah.
work on it.
Yeah.
Or do you feel like you need to help someone? If I see someone struggling, I'm like, I don't
No.
know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
no,
that.
no,
It's
yeah.
just like
But then I try and finish the sentence, but it wasn't even what they're going to say. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry.
and then
you
I'm
should
like,
have said.
I don't know what I'm going to fucking say now.
No, I know.
Anyway,
Right. Anyway,
Oh my
moving
God.
on. Is this the last one?
I don't know.
yeah, that is the last
It is
one.
indeed.
Well,
Sweet.
yes, because
Yes.
what I'm going to leave
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
will be
Okay.
what I've left
Yes.
is
Right.
season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be the one thing that you would change in your life?
Oh God, that's well, Gwen. I've already answered this, so this is all on you.
It's all on me. There's not a huge amount that I would change. Probably it's so hard because everything that's happened has led me to where I am now. But probably understanding like the whole thing about perspective, controlling what you can, all those kinds of things that I've learned in the last year or so. I would have maybe learnt them earlier, but then at the same time, the experiences that I've had in the last year have been what has shaped that. So it's like, I don't think I'd really want to change anything. Probably maybe around body image, actually. Like learning to appreciate my body for what it can do earlier, because that did cause me a lot of stress and anxiety growing up. And now I just feel like in so much of a better place that I'm like sad for my younger self that I ever saw it any differently.
Yeah.
So maybe that. But again, it means I am where I am now. So it's like, do we want to change anything? Not really. Yeah.
I've answered it, haven't I?
I'm having the okay.
I've answered it.
And okay, then finally, nice and fun. What's your favourite movie?
What a question.
I know.
I hate these big questions, see, because I'm like, well, it depends what genre.
Well, anything.
Right. Well, I love a rom-com. Can't lie.
For people that didn't listen to episode 10, mine's Harry Potter.
Of course.
by the way. Yeah. You should have answered that for me, really. I absolutely love Harry Potter. Love it. I could watch the whole episode, like the whole movie.
All again.
And I could... See? She just finished my sentence.
Just I've heard you say it so many times. Okay, favourite film. Can we do Christmas film?
No,
It's
movie.
relevant.
Come on, spit it out.
I like 21 Jump Street. I really love 21 Jump Street, actually. It just makes me giggle every time.
All right, then
and
what's
there's a bit
your
of
favourite
action in
Christmas
there.
film?
My favourite Christmas film, The Polar Express,
Mine's Elf.
from my childhood.
Or
Elf.
Home Alone.
Nice.
You just read my mind. I'm not even joking. I was literally about to say Polar Express from my childhood, Elf for the lols, and Home Alone because it's Home Alone. So
I'm never going to get rid of her, my guys. She's just there for life now,
Do
she.
you want to get rid of me?
You're in Kate's circle. Kate's made it this far. You're joining her on the trip. Strap in, Gwen.
All aboard the
Surprise.
Ffion Express.
Very good.
And you're both wrong. It is The Grinch that is the best Christmas
Oh,
film.
no,
So
no.
there we go.
Well,
There we are.
there we are. That's the
See you
season one
next year.
wrapped up. Yeah, literally, no, we will. We will
Yeah, we
literally
will.
see you next year.
Yeah.
That is season one wrapped.
Season 1 wrapped. It's just like Spotify wrapped.
Wrapped
2023 wrapped, baby.
up. Well,
Speaking of, just wanted to say.
oh God, this is meant to be a short
No, I
episode,
know, and
Gwen.
it's not. But also, just wanted to say that this year
You're not going to get soppy, are you?
No,
Oh, right, okay.
This is just fun. Like this year, I've listened to 75 days straight of Spotify, and just
didn't know
wanted to
that's
let
what
you
she was
know.
gonna come up
Just
with.
wanted to let well, like Spotify Wrapped, and then yeah. I'm in the top 1% of listeners, and I actually feel really accomplished about that because last year I was top 5%, and as far as progress goes, 75 days straight. One day I listened to 10.5 hours in one day, so there we are.
That's...
Thank you, Spotify, for being the foundation of my life.
What were you doing for that?
Rehab, rehab,
Right.
connected to the Alexas. You know, there's just always noise. That's probably my worst habit. Always got to have noise. The end.
Well, anyway.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for being my host for season one.
Thanks for being you.
It's been a good one. We
It
got
has.
this far. I can't believe we got to the end.
Can you not believe it?
No, I can't believe it. No, you said this last
Can't
time. I
believe
can't believe it, but like you can't believe it's actually here, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope that you all tune in for season 2. We'll promise a big and better season.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one thing, both of you?
Sure.
Go on.
What is...
You're
one
not
of
going to
your-
get deep as well, are you?
Sorry, because I wanted to say this. No. What's one of your favourite things that a guest has said, or what's something that a guest has said that has stuck with you
That's a very good question, Kate. Thank you for coming.
from any of you?
So many things.
So many things.
Right, let me just have a brief
Yeah.
little thought.
Sorry.
Do you know what? I loved episode 4, Endo episode.
Endo was crazy.
Yeah,
that
meeting
episode.
Mr. Griffiths and like hearing, and more so actually in the aftermath of the episode, and hearing the positive impact and like literal life-saving stuff, like impact that he's had on so many women. Like we basically went viral with that clip. Do you
We
know what I
did
mean? It's
go
like
viral with that
60,000
clip.
views. And yeah, I think for me, like hearing that from someone who is literally like, he's a surgeon, like, but hearing him be so honest and open, and also like how empathetic he is towards his patients as well. Yeah.
I think, well, to be honest with you, episode 9 with Al Kyle, that hit a nerve. That really was touching. Like, that was a really difficult episode. So much emotion. And one thing she said was that, you know, her mum lost her battle with cancer. And I asked her, like, how on earth have you done it? Like, she had been staying in Six Nations. She turned up every day. And she said, well, my mum's gone through this awful disease and she still woke up every day with a smile on her face to battle it. And she said that that's what the mindset that I've had, that I need to get up and do the same thing. And I think that really puts things into perspective, that, like, you know, there's always someone worse off than you.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no excuses. And it all comes down to perspective. So, yeah, that's one thing that's really stuck with me, really.
Yeah. No, I love that. Wonderful. Lucky
Lovely.
indeed.
All right, well,
Cool.
if there's any
See you next
topics that you think that you would like to hear, or any ideas you would like to see on the podcast, let us know.
Please leave us a 5-star review.
Oh, yeah. Kate, are you
Spotify.
following us on Spotify? I don't think you are.
No, I am.
Oh, you better be.
We'll check
Right,
now on the
anyway.
break. Anyway.
We've tried to finish this episode 5 times
Yeah,
now, so I'm going
okay.
to try again
3, 2, 1. The end. And remember,
to keep saying it how it is.